Hello, Pflugervillians. This is Sherry Hindmarsh with Remax Capital City, and today we are here with Dr. Cindy Summers, and it's Summers Wellness Center, and we just opened
I actually opened on June 4th.
June 4th.
Yeah.
Okay, and so we're going to visit with Dr. Summers, and we've got a treat for you today. So tell us, how did you get into this business?
Well, I got into this business in the early 1990s because I had a lot of health problems and I wasn't getting answers and I wasn't getting the help that I needed. So I had endometriosis, Epstein-Barr virus, fibromyalgia, chronic strep throat, back and neck pain, TMJ syndrome, PMS.
Goodness.
It's a very long list. And instead of getting the help I needed, I was getting prescriptions and they weren't helping me. So I found my way into a chiropractor's office who helped me with my nutrition and helped me put my body back into alignment and change my life.
So your doctorate is in?
Chiropractic
care, and you do other things as well. So I understand you break it up into kind of two different segments, so tell us about that.
Sure. So yes, I'm a licensed chiropractor. I also do advanced clinical nutrition, muscle testing, and I'm a certified neuromuscular massage therapist. So it's a massage technique that focuses on postural imbalances, and we correct and work on the muscles that are causing the imbalances.
Awesome. So we are right now in the chiropractic room.
That's correct.
And so if someone has issues, like where do you go from here? What do they do? They come in and tell you?
So, most of the people that will seek out care are usually struggling with like back or neck pain and headaches. Also, I deal with people that have extremity problems like shoulder, carpal tunnel, elbow, knee, hip, ankle. But what I do is I check their posture, check the range of motion, because we want to know how is the body moving and where are the restrictions, because that helps guide me to where I need to work.
Okay.
And we do some orthopedic and neurological testing in office, do x-rays or MRIs if need be, and then based on the evaluation, decide what type of chiropractic treatment would be best for them.
Wow, that sounds very interesting and probably something that I need. Okay, well, let's go next door and check out your, what did you call it? Your...
my nutrition and bodywork room.
Nutrition and bodywork room. Okay, let's go check that out.
Okay.
Okay, so part 2, tell us about this room.
So this is the room, I think, where the other side of the healing begins, because sometimes people come in for chiropractic, but something else is actually causing their pain. So they might have a food sensitivity, or they could have another underlying condition that could be causing their body to be out of balance. And by correcting that, they need a lot less chiropractic adjustments.
Well, how on earth do you find that out?
Well, there's a couple different ways I find out. One of the things that I do is called a Zytoscan. And basically somebody comes in and they put their hand on here and it scans their body and it tells us if there are presence of things in their environment that could potentially be making them not feel well. So for example, it will tell us about different chemicals, heavy metals, viruses, bacteria, emotions, organs. So it tells us a lot about what's going on with the body.
And then what do you do with that information?
I see how it ties into any of the other issues that they're dealing with. So they fill out a questionnaire. It's called a symptom survey, and it tells me all the symptoms that they're having, and it kind of puts it in perspective, and each category is relates to different organs. So they fill out the symptom survey. I talk to them about their symptoms. And I talk to patients because a consultation is very important. A lot of times you go to the doctor and you're trying to tell them what's going on, and they have one hand on their prescription pad and the other hand on the doorknob, ready to go off to the other patient.
True.
Yeah, so I really try to get in there and find out what are the symptoms, and then when I do the Zytoscan, that will give me information. Then the other thing that I do, it's called a heart rate variability. That tells me the physiological aging of the heart. And it tells me how the adrenal glands are doing. and it tells me if the central nervous system isn't regulating properly. So if you're stuck in fight or flight mode, or if your body is stuck in resting and digesting, but most people are stuck in that sympathetic dominant mode or fight or flight mode.
Okay.
And so that is one of the tools that I put together with this. And then finally, the other thing that I do is, which takes place on this side of the room, which is the muscle testing. And I really like that because it helps me to kind of fine tune all this information.
Okay.
So I'm getting all this information, but how does that apply to this person? And so with the muscle testing, it will tell me again, is the central nervous system not regulating properly? Are the organs out of balance, and what organs are out of balance? And then I will put little files on the body, and it's pretty neat.
All right, well, why don't we show them what that looks like?
Sure, we can do that. Alrighty, so this is part of what I do. This is not part of the chiropractic process. This is part of the nutritional side. So one of the things that I do is I test the organs of the body. Basically the way the body works is the nerve comes out of the spine and it goes to the organ and the skin above the organ. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use your arm as an indicator muscle, and we're going to use that to test you. So one of the ways I like to explain this is it's kind of like a lie detector test. So when you do a lie detector test, if you lie, your physiology changes. And that's why when you do this, you can become weak. So let's do an example here. So put this arm beside you, hold this arm here nice and strong, and match my pressure. Okay, good. And so I'm going to ask you to say your name. Say, my name is?
My name is Natasha.
My name is Natasha. Good, nice and strong. Now the next thing you'll say is, my name is George.
My name is George.
So you can't, come on, my name is George.
My name is George.
You can't hold your arm up. And the reason for that is because you're not George, you're Natasha. So your physiology changes. It's almost like lying, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch organs. So do I have your permission to touch certain areas? All right.
Yes.
So hold this arm up here. Match my pressure here. I just want to touch one spot here on your nose. Good, that's good. All right, now hold here. I'm just going to go over the liver, for example. So here's the liver. And see, that's not strong, but when we go here to the heart, see how strong that is? I'm putting a lot of pressure there. If I put a lot of pressure here, you can see your arm starts to bounce. Some people bounce, some people just go really weak. So we can test other areas, like here's the thyroid area. See, that's right over the thyroid. If we go here, we're right over the lungs. And over here, we're right over the heart. And then here, we're right over the pancreas. Here's your large intestine. Okay, go in here to your gallbladder and your stomach. So we go right here to your liver. See how that went right away? You can see your arm just like, it doesn't want to stay up. So that's basically what I do. Then what I will do is I will pull different, supplements out of my little case there on the wall, and I'll put them on your body. Now I just grabbed something random, so I don't even know what this is. So we'll just see if this does anything for your liver. So put your arm beside you and hold your arm up nice and strong. Does seem to help the liver a little bit. So let's just grab something that wouldn't help the liver, like, let's see if this will do anything for the liver. Hold here. See, doesn't do anything, right? If I grab livoplex right here and hold your arm up, see how strong that is? So I kind of go through, different supplements that relate to that part of the body. And then I put it all together, all this information with the muscle testing, the heart rate variability, the Zyto scan, and the consultation, bring you back on a second visit and go over recommendations. And that could be, take this food out of your diet. You're going to take these herbs to pull out heavy metals and chemicals, or you need to do a detox. I tell my friends that I am the parasite princess, the candida queen, and the detox diva. So sometimes you need to just detox out a bunch of stuff, and that can be really, really helpful, and that will take the stress off of your liver and your immune system and so on. So That's basically.
Okay, so if that's not enough to get you in here, because I think we all have issues, and I think this testing would probably tell us some interesting stuff. So if you want more information about your health, you can make an appointment with Dr. Summers, and the information will be at the end of this video, or you can call, I'm sure, and you're in Facebook, I'm sure?
I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and I have a website as well.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.